Welcome to the RotMG Beginner's Guide. Now, attention to all you noobs, no offense. Yeah, this is gonna be a video I'm gonna make for you guys. It's pretty fun. I'm gonna be talking about the enemies, like when you first enter the realm. I also do have a video talking about like characters and stuff if you want to watch that. Yeah, just go and check it out. Maybe I'll put a link in the description or something. Well, let's talk about the RotMG Beginner's Guide. So this is what the RotMG map will look like. The grey and white area, that's the Lowlands, where all the high level enemies are. But I have a video on talking about that, so you can watch it. And also Tower. I might put that in the description or whatever. The sand and the sand area you can see, like on the edge, that's where you're gonna spawn. That's the beach. Let's talk about it. The beach is made up of some sand and water, which I really like it because like the water actually moves. Like that's cool animation. The enemies include pirates, which can drop the pirate cape, and some T1 weapons and armor, which you can use to start off. It also has snakes. They just don't do anything. Just like kill and get 1 XP. That's it. And the scorpions. Now they don't really drop anything. Like they don't actually drop anything. But the reason why they're there is because like they're gonna be your first quest. Because there actually will be a little square saying like bounty. It used to be boss, but now it says bounty. And then like it points an arrow to it. Also, there's also a red dot on the map. And you can actually go to it and kill it and get a bunch of XP. Yeah, cool. Let's talk about like the low forest. The Lowlands is a place where some like enemies are a little bit stronger than the ones you're gonna find in the beach. But there's also gonna be more drops. And let's talk about them. So we've got the Low Plains A, Low Forest A, Low Plains B, Low Forest B, Low Plains C, Low Forest C. Now I'll start talking about them. So the Low Forest C has weird trees and some flowers and stuff. Low Plains D is where the grass gets kind of orange and it becomes wider. There's also some dead trees and shrubs. Low Forest D, where there's little rock things and some bushes and stuff. And the low deserts. And actually the low deserts are really healthy for your XP. Seriously. Just go to the low deserts and you will get some decent like T3 and T4s. But also you get so much XP there because like there's a bunch of like big crowns of minions. Yeah, that's XP central for me. Let's talk about the enemies. Like the Forest Nymph. It has 120 HP, 1 defense, and 6 XP. It also has an attack that does 14 and 10 damage. But here's the thing. I only died from that once, and I wasn't even... No, I was just AFK on the level 8 knight, which you can learn about on my class video, on my Beginner's Guide class video. I remember I was on a level 8 knight, and then I just went AFK. I think I got called for dinner or something. And then it kept them like shooting me until I died. And don't worry, back then I didn't even have a pet. Pets, if you get a pet egg, grab it immediately and take it. But if you're gonna equip any pet, make sure it has magic heal and normal heal. And if you really want to give free, electrical. And that's exactly what my pet has. Also, the Forest Nymph can drop the Forest Mage, which can give you some decent UT stuff. The Easily in Range Bunny. So basically what it does is that it follows you around. And then, like, yeah, it's just kind of annoying. But when you hit it, that's when something bad happens. It turns on fire and it becomes an enraged bunny, which goes absolutely ballistic. It has 130 HP, 1 defense, and 7 XP. Let's talk about the attack. It just does 12 damage, so just like kill it. It's just more annoying than dangerous or anything. Just, if it's following you, just kill it. Okay, let's talk about the next enemies. This is when it starts to get kind of hard. The Bandit Leader, aka Big Wuss. It has 280 HP, 2 defense, and 45 XP. It has a bullet that does 9 damage and a grenade that does 12. And it does spawn some of his bandit minions, but like they do give you 5 XP, which can give you decent XP. But here's the thing. It's a big puss. Cause you know why? After he hit you down, he just runs away like the big coward he is. So yeah, just kill him. I think after you get to like level 2 or something, like after you defeat the Scorpion Queen level, you go into the Bandit Leader level. And now it's actually starting to get a tiny bit tricky. The Hobbit Mage. That's right, look, Lord of the Rings is in RotMG. Oh, that's actually a really good crossover, isn't it? Oh yeah, let's talk about the Hobbit Mage. She has 200 HP, 2 defense, and 32 XP. She also has a bunch of bullets that do 10 damage, but here's the thing. She shoots 10 bullets out of her body, like, all going out, like, in a short pattern. So, but like, they go a very short distance. So just don't stand on her. If you stand on her, you'll get popped, and you'll take around 1,000 damage, which is really hard to get over 1,000 health. But they're not armor piercing, so like, yeah, if you actually have like decent armor, they just won't do anything. But yeah, just don't sit on her. And also, since they go a short distance, just back away slowly and just fire your staff. And yeah, that's the Hobbit Mage. And the minions just one-shot them. They'll give you like 2 XP. So yeah. Now we got something just like the Hobbit Mage, but a bit trickier. The Undead Hobbit Mage. Why is it dead, but they don't say it's undead? I mean, that makes no sense. Has 270 HP, 5 defense, and 43 XP. But with quest, they'll give you like 200. This thing's even more dangerous than the Hobbit Mage. Hold on. Sorry, I need to sneeze. But yeah, this thing, instead of doing 10 damage, it does 13 damage, and there's also a red bullet that does 20 damage. It also goes to further away, but just like the normal one, don't sit on it, otherwise you'll take way more damage. And this is another tip, back away. That's all you have to do. One shot the minions and just back away. And you can claim this is the loot you'll get. And if you care, this is the loot you'll get. And also the Forest Maze. You can also the normal Hobbit Mage drops it, so which is cool. But and there's also the Pirate Cave, which drops you some like UT, and you can also get an ST, the set tier, which you can put on sets where you can like be powerful, and you can also get a cool custom skin. So yeah, that's more enemies. Here's the RotMG enemy that this is the last RotMG enemy you want it to be sat on by the least. The Sumo Master. He starts sleeping, but then he gets pissed off when you hit him. This fat piece of blubber has 340 HP, 5 defense, and 56 XP. When you first hit him, he walks around slowly, firing out every now and then a red bullet that does 15 damage. But then after you hit him down to a certain amount of HP, he'll start flashing red, so he kind of switch color with his bullet, and then he starts flashing red and starts like spamming out yellow bullets. Yeah, I thought this guy was a sumo, like not a machine gun, like not a school shooter. And yeah, just kill him. You get T1 abilities. That's cool. The Elf Wizard, aka it's a aka Santa Claus's thing. So Santa's little helper has 200 HP, no defense, so it's like even if you're having something that does 1 damage, boom, and 32 XP. Also, does a bullet that's easy to dodge, does 5 damage. If anything here will really cause you trouble, it's the minions. But just one shot them, they will have like 5 HP. Okay, let's talk about something that gets a tiny bit harder. Norman Obberspawn just got married, and we got the Goblin Mage. She has 280 HP. I don't know the gender, but it looks like a girl. 0 defense and 39 XP. She also has some random bullets that do like 14 and 16 damage. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And let's talk about the drops. She spawns these things. She's just... you can only get like 7 of them, like 14 of them. By the way, after she spawns all of them, it has a cooldown 12 seconds. Just one shot them all. Like, come on. I also have some decent drops here, like T3 weapons and armor, T1 rings, some abilities, and the Forest Mage. I think this is actually the only thing in Lowlands that's worth your time. But I recommend going to the Midlands, where you can do a snake pit, which is one of my newer videos you can just check out. It looks like we got another villain from Spider-Man, the Sandman King. He's got 270 HP, 2 defense, and 43 XP. He also has a bullet that does 15 damage. And yeah, and he does spawn big crowds of minions, but they don't really do anything. All they do is just drop you good loot. And also, like, they give you so much XP that they got little health. You can just, like, use your spell bomb and kill them, like, all at once. It's so satisfying. Like, they'll all die at once and you'll get so much XP. We'll say randomly drops the Forest Mage in the middle of the desert. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Okay, that was cringy. I'll never do that again. We got Mr. Krabs, the giant crab. He has 300 HP, 2 defense, and 43 XP. He shoots out these big, like, signal things. I think when he, like, snaps his, like, claws. And, like, he shoots out these big signals. Like, it's just kind of your first, like, shotgun that does a little damage. Just get out of the way or keep your distance. He also shoots a bullet that does 10 damage. But here's the thing. Mr. Krabs himself, he's not bad. He also dropped some of this decent stuff, including the Pirate Cave, which makes a bit more sense. But here's the hard thing. Do you know he spawns? There's walking Dorito that's known to be the Sand Devil. It comes from the Mr. Krabs, but also he has 100 health and 1 defense. People are like, yeah, what makes him a devil? He doesn't seem so bad. He actually seems kind of cute. Wait. Here's the thing. He does shoot out a black star that does 10 damage. But here's the hard thing. Confusion. Yes, unless you know how to really confuse control, this is really going to be a pain in the butt. Especially if there's a whole horde of minions coming for you. So yeah. What you want to do, keep your distance. And and just like lower up your brightness. Brighten your brightness or whatever, and just keep on dodging it and shooting it and spell bombing it, and yeah, that's what you have to do. And then you can defeat Mr. Krabs. Thanks for watching, and shout out to Fire God for encouraging me to do this video. He does have 2 videos on like. How to get to level 20 and also the what's it called again? His beginner's guide. They're really useful. They did help me a lot actually. The settings in his beginner guide, like they actually did help me a lot. Also have watched it for nostalgia of the old RotMG. Miss it. And yeah, thanks to FireGod for encouraging me to do this video. This wouldn't be possible without him. Shout out to Tower for encouraging me to do this video as well. Alright, check out the next video when I post it, which will be soon. Okay. Alright.
Alright.